Hello there. We are learning Geotechnical Engineering, Index Properties, Relationships and Tests. This is Channel Mahendra Popat. This is video number 5 for this topic and we are dealing with tests now. Until now, we have learned phase diagrams, fundamental index properties, their interrelationships as well as numericals. Now let us go to tests. Okay, so these are various tests performed for water content determination like oven drying method, sand bath method, alcohol method, calcium carbide method, radiation method, pycnometer method and infrared method. From this, all oven drying method, sand bath method and pycnometer method are popular. Let us understand oven drying method, then we will go to sand bath method. These tests are performed according to guidelines of IS 2720 Part 2 1973. It is provided in Section 1 oven drying method, which is standard method. Apparatus required for the oven drying method will be container, balance, oven and desiccator. Desiccator is nothing but a sealing vessel which can be sealed so that moisture do not go outside. Generally, desiccators are used in chemical labs. Now, soil specimen. How and what amount of soil specimen should be taken? For that, we have to check 90% of soil particles passing from. If 90% of soil particles are passing from 425 micron ISCU, the mass of sample shall be taken as 25 grams. If more than 90% of soil particles are passing from 2 mm ISCU, mass of soil sample should be taken as 50 grams. And likewise, if 90% of soil sample, more than 90% of soil samples are passing from 40 mm ISCU, soil soil mass should be taken as 1000 gram or 1 kgs. Let us go further about procedure. Clean the container with lid, dry that and weigh as W1. So W1 is taken off container weight. Take required quantity of soil specimen in the container, crumbled and placed loosely and weigh with lead, it is W2. So wet soil which is crumbled and placed loosely, which container it will weigh in, it will be called W2. Then keep it in an oven with the lid removed and maintain the temperature of the oven at 110 plus or minus 5 degrees Celsius. Dry the specimen in the oven for 24 hours or 1 day. Every time the container is taken out for weighing, replace the lid on the container and cool the container in a desiccator. Record the final mass W3 of the container with the lid with dried soil sample. So basically we found W1, W2 and W3. Calculation of this goes like this. Water content small w is equal to W2 minus W3 wet soil minus dry soil weight upon W3 minus W1, that is dry soil minus weight of container into 100. So this overall becomes water content W is equal to weight of water to weight of solids. Going further, observation table is shown like this, or we can say pro forma for the record of results should be like this. Details of soil sample, method of test, either if you are doing oven drying or sand bath or alcohol method. Tested by the name of tester, details in container number. If you are using more than one container number, mass of container and wet soil, which is W2. Then mass of container and dry soil, that is W3. Mass of container only, that is weight 1, W1. Then W3 minus W1 and W2 minus W3. Then in final box it will be water content, which we have found out. So this is how oven drying method, or you can say most standard method, is performed. Let us go to the next method, which is sand bath method, which is subsidiary or field method. It is not accurate accurate as oven drying, but it can be adopted on field or in absence of the devices. Apparatus for this test will be like container, heat resistant tray, balance, sand bath, equipment for heating the sand bath, palette knife or steel spatula, and scoop. Palette knife, steel spatula, and scoop are devices to handle the soil specimen. Equipment for heating the sand bath can be taken as kerosene stove or spirit lamp. Let us go further. Soil specimen shall be taken as we talked previously. If it is 90% or more than 90% of soil is passing from 425 mm IS sieve, then soil sample mass should be taken as 25 grams, and likewise as we have seen previously. Let us go to procedure of sand bath method. Clean the container with lid or the tray, as the case may be, dry and weigh W1. Take the required quantity of the soil specimen in the container, crumbled and placed loosely, and weigh W2. Same way we will do weight 1 and weight 2. Add a few pieces of white paper if necessary. Place the container with the lid removed or the tray on the sand bath and heat the sand bath. Care shall be taken not to get the sand bath too hot. During heating, the specimen shall be turned frequently and thoroughly with the palette knife to assist the evaporation of water, care being taken to see that no soil lost in the process. Dry the specimen to the constant mass indicated by the difference between two consecutive masses of the container with lid, or the tray with dried specimen taken at suitable intervals after initial drying, being a maximum of 0.1% of the original mass of the soil specimen when drying is complete. Remove the container or the tray from the sand bath, cool and weigh as W3. The container should be weighed with lid, not without lid. You must use lid for that. The calculation will go as previously. Water content small w is equal to W2 minus W3 upon W3 minus W1 into 100, where W3 is W2 is wet soil plus lid or tray minus dry soil with lid or tray. So this will showcase weight of water, and W3 minus W1 indicates W3 is dry soil with lid minus the weight of lid or tray. Here you should remember that all the weights should be done with container. Do not forget to add or remove the weight of containers. Going forward, the observations or pro forma for this test will be same as previously done. Container number W2, then W3, then W1, W3 minus W1, W3 minus W2 minus W3, and water content. Make sure you're writing water content in percentage. So here I conclude this topic, this video. Thank you.